Jerome, many people have heard about your company Navori, but many don't really know Navori. Can you tell us a little bit about how big you are, who are your most important customers, who are your partners?
So Navori was founded 20 years back. We are a 75 employees company. We produce software for digital signage and marketing analytics, and we address a global market. We are a global reach product. We have permanent offices for more than 10 years in North America, in the Middle East and Asia, on top of Europe.
Yeah. So that's something that sets you apart from many other software vendors who are very local, but you're really successful also in overseas markets. How did you do that?
It's because software is like the music industry. You have to be global if you want to get enough revenues to finance your research and development. So we had no choice. We started in 2010 and we've been successful.
That's very good. And your system, what's unique about it, your software?
So in terms of digital signage software, which is our legacy activity, we are specialized on large deployments, critical deployments and sophistication. So if you take some deployments like Lotto Bayern or Istanbul Airport, where we had to synchronize different type of systems at the same time, and we are really specialized. There must be sophistication, large scale or criticality in some way.
So what's the criticality in the business? Can you give us an example?
Yeah, in the digital signage industry, especially with within large countries, you have what we call digital signage operators. They run 10, 20,000 endpoints within their territory. And the criticality is to have a system with a redundancy, load balancing, failover, so a system that never breaks down. And another aspect is also the security of the system. Our software are audited by the most demanding security companies. So we come and we deliver the software along with a certification in terms of security.
So it's more for companies like QSR, things like that, where the screens are really critical, more than in a typical fashion store where a black screen could be supported. I mean, it's never nice, but could be supported for a little while.
Yes, especially in North America, QSR is one of our top markets. The displays are run 24/7 and they are not supposed to break down, so yes, indeed, you're right.
So, and you're also selling through distribution, something that many software vendors tried, but very few succeeded. What was your recipe for success there?
It depends on the countries. The greater the country is, the more distribution is important. And the reason why it's important is because it's convenient for Fortune 100 companies to buy from them. And they also bring us some leads that we process. In large countries, I mean, it's difficult to work and to succeed without the distribution.
So your product has to be simple enough for distribution to be sold, or because normally for more sophisticated software, it's a difficult sales process.
Distribution doesn't sell anything. They just put the customer in contact with us. We process, and they are more a logistic platform.
Okay, so you still get the lead, you still make the sales, yes. But you do use them really, yes, in the sense of the word as a distributor. Definitely. So now you recently decided to go down a different route, to add something to your digital signage product, and that's analytics. Why did you do that? So
the analytics, our analytics product is called Aquagi. It's a separated product from digital signage. So these are two standalone products which communicate each other. And the reason why is because I have a marketing background, and our customers requested us to deliver a solution that is deployable in marketing analytics. So the point for a marketer, when you are a marketer, you have simple questions you need answer about, you see. And they wanted with a high degree of accuracy, they wanted to know what is the attendance in store, what is the demographic of their customers, so they can compare over time the evolutions. They wanted to find out how long people stayed, so how attractive the store is, the assortment, the shelf layout, and so on. They wanted to assess how long people actually waited within a branch of 100 locations, sorry. And they wanted to find out what they paid attention to, what was visible to them or not. This is for more advertising, and they wanted to count cars. So these are simple questions, and we deliver simple answers, despite the fact that data is quite complex and you have a lot of it.
And how big do you see that market? Similar to digital signage, or is it going to be smaller, bigger for you?
So today, as far as we have seen, the cost of deployment is still too expensive to consider large deployments. But after this summer, Navori will be releasing a software costing $400 per year per endpoint, so it's reasonable. And we will also deliver an hardware with AI components for $400. So our objective is to make computer vision, to democratize computer vision in the same way we did for digital signage.
So let's talk about the future of digital signage software for a moment. There has been a lot of movement in that market. Digital signage software used to be silo software, very specialized applications. Now we see software being commoditized on the one side with, for example, Samsung, Magic Info, things like that. On the other hand, large digital signage integrators build their own software platforms. Where do you see the role for independent software vendors in that game?
I think the largest system integrator might have 20 or 30,000 players running. At Navori, we're closing from the million. Just to give you an idea of, we work with about 750 digital signage operators or system integrators globally. So I think we still have a future. So you mentioned earlier the distribution, but you also have the digital signage operators, which are value-added resellers, delivering a turnkey solution that goes far deeper than distribution. And the third segment of this market is the hang-bang resellers, which usually propose to the market a turnkey solution provided by the hardware, the screen vendors, including software and screens. We are working with a value-added reseller, so we are just in the middle of both ends.
So very interesting to see where you're headed, but there definitely seems to be a future for Navori.
I guess so, yes. Marketing analytics, we count on marketing analytics to double our revenues within the next 3 years. The marketing analytic market will be worth more than $1 billion for the software only and for retail only in 2025. And the yearly growth expected is 33% every year. So this market is promising, and it's supposed to be greater than digital signage itself. And the advantage of marketing analytics is that there is no competition from the hardware manufacturers because it's pure AI. So it's another job, it's more related to marketing, consultancy, and it's a different industry. But again, it can connect and control digital signage, so that this is what is interesting, because digital signage mainly apply in retail. Marketing analytics applies also for the same type of customers. So this is why we can see an interest in terms of potential, and I think it's logical for us to evolve in this direction.
Okay, thank you very much, Jerome.
You're welcome, Stefan.